Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. Just watched episode 2 of The Penguin. And there's some good things. There's some good things and there's some let's just say not so good. I like the way they're doing the Penguin character. Like as far as like the Weasley nature of him. Like this is building for a character I will hate. In a good way, right? Just the way the way I hate Joffrey or Tywin Lannister or these type of characters where you grow to hate them, but because they're so good at or they're so hateable, right? They're good hateable characters. I like the way they're making the character behave and what he's doing, the Weasley nature of like playing sides against each other just so he gets out on top. The narcissistic sense of like I'm a hero, like he thinks of himself as like a big person, like I'm a big guy, I'm a hero. Right in the first episode where he shoots the brother, right? It's because he's getting insulted. So he's like, "What do you think? You're gonna like go away? Some fucking parade thrown for you? Like you're gonna be nothing, dude." And he fucking shoots him because a little bit of reality starts clicking in and he can't take it, right? He has to feel like he's the boss. Also, like the dynamic with the kid that he's forcing to work for him, basically. He basically forced him at gunpoint to work for him, and now he's stuck working for him. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna teach you a life lesson. Look at those dead bodies, huh? You want to end up like that? You gotta be like me. You gotta be sharp. You gotta be quick. I did all the jobs. I did them perfect. Like one of those person that like super duper narcissistic. And obviously the Weasley shit where he's like, where he's always trying to escape from trouble, so he's willing to risk everyone and anyone. Although I think the kid will be someone that he might have more of a endearing a heart towards. But everyone else, he's playing them all against each other, like callously. Like there's no care about it. He's like, fuck everyone. I need to win. I need to be the big boss one day. I need to be the big guy. So that part is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Here's where we get into trouble. Is if we will be continuously going through the Denzel Washington out of time storyline style fucking shit where, holy fuck, he needs to cut the green wire before the fucking bomb goes off. He needs to get out of this room before that one dude shows up. He needs to fucking, like, oh shit, I left my underpants in that girl's apartment. I need to sneak in, like, she's about to get raided or something, and I need to sneak in and grab my underwear before the bad guys walk in and see it. Like all these like narrow escaping situations, the narrowly escaping situations, like over like if that just keeps going like that I'm telling you, people who are probably enjoying it right now, you will get tired of it because you're gonna know that he gets away with it. Why? Because he's the fucking Penguin. Like we know he gets away with it. We know the person who actually deals with him, right, who actually takes him down, is the Batman character, right? We already know this. So him getting in these sticky situations that he has to fucking wiggle his way out of, like that will get tiresome. And as we've seen in this episode, some of the escapes are getting a little bit more stupid. If you haven't noticed, right? The bald dude who got shot because they're like, oh my god. You're the one who killed the guy we were interrogating, or we were about to interrogate, and you're the guy who killed the brother. I forgot his name, man. What's his name? Jimmy or some shit? Johnny? Who cares? Joey? I don't know. Paulie? Where's the fucking Goodfellas? Yeah, and they all name, Joey, Paulie, and Vinny. That's racist. I apologize. But yeah, like
that's the way the show does things, though.
The sister, right? Sophia, sexy Sophia. She's supposed to be clever and intelligent to where she doesn't. She's like in the first episode. She's like, oh no, Oz, I see you. Everyone may look past you, but I see you. And yet in this one, what does she do? She looks past him. She looks past him. Now, it's not necessarily that she should be focused on him, because that'd be like a little unbelievable as well. But for the fact that she just said, oh, damn, this guy that was working for me, damn, he somehow took out this guy that we both corralled and put into the fucking basement, right? The guy who corralled him in the first place, I think, puts him in the fucking basement. They're supposed to be interrogating him. Somehow this guy snuck out, killed that dude, and also, in past tense, also killed your brother somehow. And she just believes that off rip. Like, please tell me there's some sort of plot twist where she's like, oh no, Oz, I figured out it was you on this day. Like, I saw you slip the knife into the guy's pocket. Or something like that, right? Some sort of twist needs to happen. Otherwise, she's just a dumb fuck. Like, she's supposed to be more intelligent than that. Yes, she's, like, by reputation known as being crazy. And she does have some psychological issues. But she's supposed to be, like, cunning, intelligent, kind of fucking smooth, you know? Like, she's like playful with the idea everyone thinks she's crazy, right? She kind of uses it as like armor in a way. Like when everyone was staring at her when she was just eating food, like doing something completely normal, nothing crazy, just eating food. But everyone's staring at her like she's crazy. So what does she do? She starts acting crazy. She starts stuffing food in her face to be like, yeah, fuck you. Like, yeah, sure, I'm crazy. I'm the crazy lady. Be scared of me, pussy. Or when she's talking to the cousin, and then she sees the daughter, and she's like, "Oh, hey there, little girl." And then the mom's like, "Oh, honey, come over here. Don't get too close to her." And she's like, "Oh, that's how it is. All right, fuck you. I'll be the crazy evil bitch that you think I am. Fine, fuck it." She's also supposed to be like that's awesome. Those are awesome character traits to me. But then they make her stupid in this episode for some reason. Like that just. And the only excuse I can see is to make sure Penguin gets away with it so that he keeps out of trouble. He stays in trouble, but he's out of trouble at the same time. Like they want you at the edge of your seat type of suspense based around the character. It's like, I get that, but you need to turn that into something else. Like, because you can't be dumbing down a character like that. You can't be dumbing her down so that, so that Penguin gets away at the skin of his fucking teeth. By the narrowest margin, he gets away with it. Like, I don't dumb your characters down for that. And God, yeah, there's plenty of stupid in this episode. The guy getting shot, to me, was the ultimate wreckage, I think, and everyone just going with it. Where it's like, yo, you kidnapped this guy from the rival gang, who was a part of the heist, trying to steal the drugs and shit. I think it was drugs. Yeah, it was drugs. You capture him. You tie him up in the basement. You find out he gets killed. You try to find out who killed him by they're just looking for a knife. I don't even understand this shit. They're like, oh, it's a knife. He did it. It's like, what? Aren't these guys gangsters? They might have knives on them, bro. Like normal people who have knives on them just cause. Right, a little Swiss Army or whatever. They got knives on them. I guess they were just like, oh, that guy has a knife? Yeah, he did it. Shoot him. All right, boom. Fucking shoots him. It's like, what? And it was at the whims of the character that I thought was the smart character, Sophia, where she's like, it was you. You did it. And then the uncle's like, all right, boom. Fucking shoots him, bro. And it's like, dude. Like, I get it. It's probably expediency for time's sake. They want you to focus more on Penguin getting away with or getting in and out of situations and fucking, always with a sweaty brow because shit, he's always in trouble and he just narrowly gets away with it. They want you to focus on that. But stuff like that, like, you can't just push through that like that, bro. They tried to mask it by head faking the underboss. Like Penguin put the knife in the underboss's fucking pocket or something. They pump fake this with that. And it's like, doesn't take away the fact that they just find knife on person, they must kill them immediately, type of shit, without questioning the guy. Like, you already had the guy in the basement that questioned him. Now you have this guy who's working for the opposite team. Question him. Get details on what their operation is. On maybe if there's other people working for the rival gang. There's all these scenarios, and they're just like, nah. Just Fuck that. And they want the audience to go with it. They want the audience to go with the fact that like Sophia's like, oh man, Oz, damn, I can't believe that guy did all that. He killed my brother, killed the rival gang member. Damn, man, fuck. So let me let you on a secret. Like now she's gonna like the way they left it off. It's almost like she now trusts Penguin, and she's gonna fucking tell him shit that he's gonna use as leverage in another scenario. And it's like, bro, but the seeds that built the scenario are dog shit in the first place. Maybe I'm over complaining, but it is what it is, man. That's just, it's what's happening in front of my face. Uh, I don't know. Anyone else want to say any ideas want to throw out there? That shit's frustrating, man. It's annoying to see.
I still like the show. Um, I did lower my expectation a little bit during this episode. There's
Well,
some like slightly cartoonish elements. It's not too much. It's just
slightly?
I'm
Come
like,
on,
okay,
dude. It was you. Boom, boom. They shoot him. Like, come on.
yeah. Well, no,
That's not slight.
yeah, I'm not talking about that part, but like just throughout the whole thing, sometimes I do feel like I'm looking at a comic book or
Yeah,
older style of the Batman.
yeah,
Um, the
which is fine.
the caricaturing of mob bosses is like that
Oh, it's
that
hilarious.
aspect, like how much they do it. It's like, okay, this is what I'm watching. It's like it's intentionally caricaturing, which
Yeah.
is like, okay, that's what I'm watching. But overall, I do like it. She did get she got the sister got very dumb from how brilliant she was, but at the same time, I don't fully know. Like she was almost magically brilliant in the beginning, and in the same way, she's like magically dumb. So I
Mhm.
don't know. Like I hope she does retain like that like cunning thing, but that they don't just kind of like yank it in and out like whenever they want, because
Yeah.
it should be part of her character.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
the genius made sense to me because she's already thinking outside, like, based on her experience, she already sees outside the box. Like, that's what they
mhm,
established, that she is an outside the box seer. She says it to
mhm.
Oz himself, to Penguin himself. It's like, oh, I know people don't see you. I see you. Because she's observant. You can call that brilliance, but like that is her brilliance. It's just being observant. She sees everyone staring at her. She sees all these things. That's what made her like. But now it's like, here's a situation right in front of her fucking face. Not something on the slide. Not some genius intuition that needs to figure it out. Right in front of her face, and she gets dumb all of a sudden. That's kind of crazy to me. But
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's good.
yeah, and that eating pasta thing was a little bit funny. Um, about like, because I guess it was she was eating the pasta with her hand or something, like right out of in the middle, like standing, right?
No, she
It
ate
was
like a little piece,
like a
and
little,
but everyone
yeah,
was staring at her for a different reason because they're like, "Oh, you're the
right,
crazy one. You're the crazy girl that came from
yes,
Arkham Asylum."
yeah, and they had just shown that with the scene with the daughter, I think right before that with the little girl, they showed like, oh, people are afraid of her because of her like craziness, and just like they were trying to subtly do like how they treat her, and then she demonstrated like she just showed the audience like, oh, this is always happening. I'm not gonna be quiet about this and make it more obvious, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think the part of the thing is they're trying to make her not actually crazy. Yes, she has
yeah,
psychological issues, probably from trauma, but that's much different
yeah,
than the hoo ha ha, I'm crazy than that like cartoonish shit. I think they're saying like, oh, she's
yeah,
it's more of the treatment of that kind of makes her act out a bit. Like being treated like you are the crazy Arkham patient is probably what makes her do like some wild
yeah,
shit sometimes. But when it comes down to business, she seems pretty serious, except in some of these stupid moments in this episode. But she seemed like she was
yeah,
being serious and like and very cunning and intelligent about the scenarios, right? But if
yeah, yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah, and that's one thing I've been watching throughout this is like what crazy is, and even what's like really psychologically damaging or not, like in life.
Yeah.
And I think you didn't. You said you didn't like the scene in the first one where they were doing like the the penguin's mother. She was like kind of like, what was she doing? She was telling him like, you're a pussy and all this, and you know, like, so you're like, oh, okay, the penguin's like this because of his mother or something, right? But
An idea. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
Or I
then that's what they
guess.
were showing. Like, where is it coming from? Because he seemed very well. Like she was calling him a pussy. He's like he did seem kind of like he was trying to compensate for this type of things from in the house. But when I what I was watching that caught my interest in how he was treating the boy, and treating him like he was just I guess gaslighting, but he was just kind of really the jerking him around like with like back and forth. That to me was I thought like a really good representation on how you fuck somebody up mentally. Like I think that would
Oh yeah.
actually like damage somebody so much. Like if that was, it might be a little too slow to develop a character that way, but because it takes a long time of that type of treatment, but that to me could create a messed up villain. I don't think
Oh
that's
yeah.
in the character the way that they're describing him, but just the treatment I thought was really interesting on how he did that to him. Um, and
Yeah.
so overall, I think it's still going good. It just I'm just viewing it a little bit different lens, but from the first episode slightly, but yeah, I still like it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it
I
was
think they're going
interesting.
for
Good.
no, I think they're going for a twist too with her uncle and that ball guy.
Oh, the underboss,
Yeah,
the guy from House of Cards,
yeah. I
who
feel like
died but didn't.
yeah, they're trying to take their time and shit. They're trying to make it seem about her and him having some type. Like, have we even seen the opposition to their family?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I
The
probably wasn't paying attention.
Maronis.
yeah, the guy in jail. They gave him his
So
ring
they're
back and
kind of
shit.
like, yeah, they're kind of trying to like plant the seeds to make it about her versus him within that family.
Yeah.
So there was the guy in jail, and in this episode, we saw the lady that was yelling at the penguin.
The wife. Yeah.
Oh, it's the wife. Okay.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. I mean, like, I want to add to something that you said, Jesse, about the relationship between Penguin and the, I guess I don't know, the involuntary intern.
The hostage. Yeah.
Do we call it that?
Was he? He's an intern.
Involuntary intern, I guess. Uh, because he's almost doing this thing, which adds to that, which is part of what I like about the show, is the Penguin character and how they're showcasing what his character is like, which is prime for a quote unquote villain character. It's prime for it. This narcissistic nature, this idea like his relationship with the boy so far, or with the kid, the young man, whatever. His relationship so far is like he grabs a knife, he goes boom, and the kid's like, "You fucking stabbed me, man! Ow!" And he's like, Penguin grabs a bandage, stitches him up, bandages it. Well, that could have got infected if I wasn't here. Like, but you stabbed me in the first place. Yeah, but you could have got infected if I didn't help you. I'm kind of like a healer. I heal people, you know? It's like that is like I think that's kind of diving into the psyche of the Penguin character. It's like kind of self delusion or something, like this buildup of himself.
Well, that's like an inner what do you call it, like a deep, that's a deep dive into the psyche, which also plays out where she kills her brother and then he's trying to like kiss her ass, be like, yo, like,
Yeah.
you should be a dad of the family, not him. Let me help you.
Well,
I'll,
that's him.
I'll stand
That's
up.
him scheming. I think him with the kid is more of his actual personality. Like
Yeah,
he's
well,
creating a
no,
character for the kid. Oh, that kid, he loves me. He doesn't know the fucking kid.
he's
Doesn't know
molding
anything
on,
about
yeah.
him. Yeah, but he loves me. That kid
He
loves
brought her a girl too. That's part of it.
me. So yeah, it's kind of narcissistic. Like they're just characters in his play. That
And
might
to
be
go
how
to what
he
you're
actually
saying,
views it.
at the end, he's like, look what I had to do to get out of this predicament that you put me in. But it's like, yo, you told him to do.
Exactly.
He's like, but he's implying it, but he's not like, yo, I should kill you right now just to tie up a loose end. But I'm a
Yeah,
nice guy.
exactly. Could be dead, but I'm saving you. I saved your
Yeah.
For me.
life by
For
not
me.
Look
killing
what
you.
happens. Look what happens when you mess up. Like I didn't ask for this job.
Saved your life by not killing you. Do you understand that, kid? He can't say it like that because it'll be like, wait a minute, you piece of shit. But yeah, he's
Also, the kid.
full
Yeah.
blown
Also, the
rat.
kid's not asking. The kid's not like sticking up for himself
Nah, yeah. Well, he's
or asking questions.
he's probably shook as shit and he's a hostage at this
Um,
point. He may have some sort of
yeah.
endearing thing where he stands up for himself, like, hey, but, listen, man, I like you, but like this is too far, this is too much. Maybe that happens later in the show, but at this point, he feels like a hostage more than anything.
Yeah.
Quasi a hostage. Doesn't know he can just leave or run away or whatever. He knows maybe
I,
Penguin wants him.
well, doing that stuff, like I mean, I could actually see him like getting attached to the penguin because of that kind of
Yeah,
like it sounds stupid, but like that's the way it works. Mm.
it could definitely
It's just
happen. Hey, Ma, I got a
like
job now. Like you're working for some guy who basically kidnapped you.
like you could see him saving the penguin's life. Like he could be in a situation where he could
Yeah, yeah.
fully save him, and he'll do it. Like he's not gonna try to escape.
Oh, yeah. I think we're there. He's already doing things that he could have already ran away from, right? He's
Yeah.
already trying to put jewels in this guy's car to frame him and shit, and already there. All right. But all in all, it's just more interest. It's entertaining and interesting. Some of the stupid is gonna, if it keeps going to that level of stupid, it's gonna hurt my brain, and I'm gonna have to say it. As much as people want it, as much as people are dying for something to be good, right? They want to be like, man, remember when Penguin came out? I watched it. Oh, it was so good, dude. High five. Like as much as they want that to be the case, I can't ignore the stupid. I won't do it. So I will be, the downer in all of this if it goes to that level. But hey, if it's good, I'll be praising it like no other, man. It's a fine balance. Uh, all right, so another entertaining episode. Some a little bit more stupid in this episode. Some stupid shit was in here, but the showcasing of the character I think is worthwhile on its own. So, all right. Anyone else want to say anything before I end this? No? Yes? No? Going once. Going twice. It's gone. All right. There's our review for Season 1, Episode 2 of The Penguin, titled Inside Man. Denzel?